Gorandu I say, Amamaseta, Ashidu Ashite Ashuan vibrations, every buckas. May your mind, buckas, and souls be old. May your homage be sound. May your buckas be leaven off ground. When we keep to breath, the Orth, the Mothra, the Seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps you whole. Ayana, I say Ra. Dema Ed, Eli say El say I, Christ Story Chaplain, Tata Amin Ra, the sound Messiah. I'm a truth awareness, true talk. Come be a part of the greatest transfer of my elf, that's intelligence, aminology, ta'angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. Today is 1907. This is the Crypto Shit Shower update. We're reminding you that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella that you're going to hold and prevent shit from head. All right. What ray is it, every bucka? I bet you it's ray 8, 1907. Ray 8. Okay, I believe today is Wednesday. Let me just double check. Yes, it is. And the market is doing what? Reversing. All right, so everything is just going as scheduled. You have midweek reversal that is established by the marketing machine of the cryptocurrency. Okay, they've established this. Is not my thing. This is something that I've recognized. Okay, and observing the charts. So we got that in play for now. Now, of course, it looks like a reversal now, but you got to watch out for the reverse of the reversal. Okay? Everything is always bait and switch, people. Every trade is a bait and switch. There's just no other way. Okay? Sometimes you get to reel in, and sometimes you get reeled in. All right? It's just the nature of the game. All right? That's not a game. It shouldn't be played like a game. All right? So we're at 91. We're still above $91,000. Okay? Which, as far as the Kagadora, doesn't really factor. But if you're watching the charts, playing crypto, 91,000 is a big factor because it's a big psychological barrier, right? You got to look at it like this. We are in 1/9. Okay, so Draco likes to do things, or has to do things, inverted and backwards, right? So this is 9-1. Just like we isolated 914 and 912 and 916 as minimum benchmarks of priced value that Bitcoin must be above based on that particular ray. So for instance, today is 1908. So Bitcoin has to be above $91,800. Okay, that's one of the check marks. Okay, one of the check marks. All right. Bitcoin, in terms of being at par with the Kagadora, well, it has to be way up at $108 to rate. Okay, tomorrow it has to be $109,000. All right, it just keeps going up. But Friday, it only has to be $101,000. Okay, our lukewarm zone has increased. Also, it is 96,000 to 100,000. All right, we didn't touch that. We got pretty close to 95. We got into 94s, but they're gonna save that for the next cycle. All right, most likely. We could only hope they continue to reach upwards towards par, because that's the market, and we all have cryptocurrency to bring to the market, right? That's what we're doing. We're selling. All right. So it is what you see. It's 10:30. The market's been open for an hour. you know, if it holds 91, then obviously they're going to make a case for continuing upward. Okay, that's just the way that you see it. If it breaks down below 91,000, they're making a case that everything is, being dumped. All right? You're going to definitely be marking the price down below 91. Okay, that's going to be the impairment that you're going to feel, and the news and everything is going to support, the markets, not being worth being investing in at this time. But you got to look at that. If you expect your crypto to go up in value, and the only way you can do that is by selling it for higher than what you bought it. And then there's news and everything trying to encourage you to get rid of your crypto because it's going to lose value. Then who's buying that crypto that you're getting rid of? And that's what's happening, people. All right, you got to watch out for the shake and bake. You want to be buying below $91,000 incrementally. Okay, before it was below $88,000. Okay, but now you want to buy below $91,000. Okay, if you're buying below $91,000, say for instance, it hits 91,000. Okay, and you're still holding on to your crypto. Okay, well, you're in a situation where, obviously you're at risk of losing a lot of value. Okay, so usually you should be buying and selling in the lukewarm zone. Okay, so in this case, if it drops below 96, you would have reduced your risk. You would have abandoned your risk. Right? If it went above 96, then obviously you're buying your risk, or you're prepared to sell. All right? You should be buying obviously when it's down, when it's dropping, when it's falling. Okay, that's when you should be buying. And you should be selling when it's rising, when it's hot. Okay, this is when you should be selling your crypto. All right? So there's not much we can expect other than what we see. Okay? Bitcoin, like I said, I believe they're going to keep it above $91,000 to make a case that they're going to continue, climbing Bitcoin. Okay? Yes, we are on number 8 today. Tomorrow is number 9. Yesterday was 7. I already told you every video pretty much between 7 and 9s, we're going to see the high, we're going to see the low. So far, yesterday's high is holding up on the 7. Okay. We will see. We have one more ray left. We could have some kind of sideways movement for today. It actually can start going up a little bit tomorrow on the 9, and then come down on the later half of the 9 to the 1. Okay? Come right down. But we have to wait and see, right? We don't need to get into too much speculation with the sound logic, because it's all about motion. All right? We got to see things move. All right? We know how we're moving because we move by the way of the Kagadora. But in terms of Bitcoin, it's a wait and see. It's a watch. All right? That's what needs to be done, is watching it move. All right? So trade safe. Don't forget, go to Google, go to Apple, is not happening right now. All right. The app is being redeveloped. We're trying to figure out some things, taking advantage of this opportunity. So this is why going to AmonRa.com and buying the physical calendar or the physical Kagadora, the wall calendar style, the desktop or the poster, is imperative. All right. Not only that does it help put Earth back in sound, its circadian rhythm, but of course it gives you your etheric signature, your voice, your vote on wanting a re-rise and not a reset. All right. Go to Jesus.com, sign up. Ibaka Omen. The Thorian Kagadora file can be had. Erectionary.com. The words of the dictionary die your erection. You know. That's why the Ta'an go do. We speak motion. I don't consent to draconian state, nor should you hashtag that in your post. Thought is a sport that spawns intelligence, then at fungi.org. Trade safe. The blockchain, cryptocurrency, is not an umbrella that you can hold and prevent shit from head. All right. So remember, we're actually closer to 80,000 than we were yesterday. So keep that in check. All right. The lukewarm zone, 96 to 101,000. All right. We got to keep that in check. Is it going to be below 91,000? It is very possible. If they drop it below 91,000, in my opinion, it is really just to get you to lose your positions. Okay, sell your spots. That's basically what it is. Realize your gains, please, people. All right, take profits. Pay yourself.